We are now live from Syndicate with Team Liquid here. So we've got player Chudat, who I'm going to interview mostly about what he just did on stream, and
Sorry,
also
guys.
about other stuff, which we'll be talking about.
Right.
And Juno the cat, who is manager at Team Liquid. So we'll be talking a little bit before the exhibition matches, and then we'll leave way for the exhibition.
Okay.
So, well, maybe we can start with what we just saw on stream. How did that go?
Okay, so my doubles match, it was really difficult. Armada's like really good at this game, and I feel like I don't know what to do against him yet. I still need to find a solution to beat Armada. So his neutral game is like really good. He just attacks me for free, and usually I'm able to punish people that try to attack me, but I have no solution for Armada right now. So I still need to work at this game, I still need to get better, and then once I find a solution, I'll be able to beat this guy in doubles and singles. But yeah, I think that was like mainly our main downfall. Is just Armada's just able to do whatever he wants. He has complete control of the game. I couldn't take away any of that control. I'm usually like, I'm pretty good at doubles when I'm able to control everything that's going on, but Armada was controlling everything, so it was hard for me to deal with Armada. So I think that's what happened.
Okay. And tomorrow, if you have to deal with Armada, do you think you will be able to deal with him better than today?
Yeah. Doubles and singles is a different story. I think I can definitely take him on in singles. Let's see if I've beaten him multiple matches, and I'm pretty confident I'll be able to take an entire set off of this guy. So, Armada, better watch out, man. I'm about to take you out.
Very clear. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So you came to Europe again today. You're in Utrecht. Specifically in Utrecht, we have the headquarters of Team Liquid.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me a little bit more, Juno the cat, about why Team Liquid chose the Netherlands, chose Utrecht in particular, and a bit more about really the Netherlands in esports, which is something we don't necessarily hear much about.
Yeah. So the owner of Team Liquid is Victor Goossens, his name is. He's Dutch, so he was born and raised in Utrecht. This is why the headquarters are basically in his old apartment, and so that's why the team is essentially Dutch, and it surprises a lot of people. I think even the local people are like, "Oh, I had no idea that Team Liquid was Dutch," because I think they think of the league team who's American, well, based in America, and so for us, it's very important to reach out to the local community and like come to events like this, even have our players here and also just a presence here, because we really want to do more to promote esports in the Netherlands. It's growing, so
it is growing.
Yeah.
Have you seen really a trend here?
I think the biggest thing was when we won TI this year. We were the top mentioned thing in Dutch news for like three days or something.
That's very impressive.
Right. So I had people like, for instance, I work with some of the local vendors when we run our boot camps here, and I had them emailing me, be like, "Hey, I saw you guys in the news. Congratulations!" And they know nothing about esports, so it's really cool to see like that there's the local flavor and local color here. So
super cool. And you have, oh my god, there's a lot of noise behind us. Smash 4, yeah. You have extended your activity to Smash not so long ago, finally. And I would like to just ask you, how's it been working with Team Liquid so far? Especially compared to maybe previous sponsors. Well, don't say anything about previous sponsors, but given your past experience.
Team Liquid was definitely like the best organization.
I'll plug my ears so I can say whatever you want.
Okay. Team Liquid was definitely like the best organization I've ever been a part of, and I'm so happy to be with a great organization. It's actually a dream of mine. I've been trying to get into like an LCS team. If you don't know what LCS is, it's like it's League of Legends Championship Series. I'm a huge League fan, and Team Liquid is like one of the biggest teams ever, and so I'm like so fortunate to be here on Team Liquid. I'm so happy. It's great. It's amazing.
And Juno, how's it been working with Chudat? Not too terrible?
No, he's okay. No, I think the way you heard him speaking before about how he's been around for a long time, like he's one of the founders of Melee essentially, and this fact that he's still like looking at the game and trying to improve himself and really wants to win, like that's the kind of drive we really like to see in our players. So when we see Chu, he has like the legacy that is really part of our brand, but also like the drive and the motivation and the skill. So it's been really great to have him on the team.
And in a bit more detail, really, you've chosen to represent Team Liquid. You've chosen other players before who are also on the team. I'd say some of them are the best players in the world. Some of them were the best players in the world. Apart from picking everyone who's in the documentary at some point, what's your strategy for choosing players?
Well, you pretty much nailed it. It's like if you're in the documentary, auto sign. I think, so we were actually 2 teams before. We were Team Curse, who was the North American team, and then Team Liquid. And Victor, the owner, saw the documentary, and this was back when we just had like a StarCraft team, basically. And he's like, hey, this is pretty cool. I like this Ken guy. He seems like he's been around, and that's kind of more the legacy community building that is really important for Team Liquid. And then Hungrybox and Chillin were part of Curse. So when the merge happened, we picked up them too, which was really nice. It's a nice continuity with documentary players, but also like skill and stuff. So, yeah.
So that's also how he decided to expand to Smash. Right. Really, watching the documentary. Yay. Cool kids out there. So there are some questions that you answer in the documentary. There are some other questions that you do not answer. And you know what I'm going to ask. What is the origin of the... I'm going to say L, but you made fun of me earlier for calling it an L, so I'm going to guess it's not an L. What's the origin of this and of yes?
So the origin of my L pose is so a long time ago I was 18 years old, and I thought that like I was the shit. I thought like I was like really good looking. I felt like a really really attractive man. So I was like, I looked at a magazine, and you know, a lot of the men in the magazine, they all put their fingers on their chin whenever they think that they're really good looking. So I was like, all right, let me try that. And so I ended up going to my first tournament. It was at GS2, a long time ago, 2006. And I beat Azen. I beat Azen's crew. It was like a crazy comeback. Like it was a crew battle, 4 stocks to 6 stocks. I made the comeback. I had the 4 stocks. Beat Azen, beat Chillin, beat all of those guys. And then I was like, yes! And then yeah, I popped off, and then that was the first time I ever did the L pose. The 2-dab pose is actually what it's called. So that's pretty much the origin. That's it.
So from the face Juna did while you were explaining this, I think you just lost your sponsor. So you've flown to Europe a number of times since, when was the first time? Air 3? Yeah. So you've been here 4 times Eclipse. So Eclipse, HFLAN, and Syndicate. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. Did not give you the mic for this. Okay. Well, first of all, why do you come so often? What is it that you like about Europe?
Europe's an amazing continent. It's just like cool to be in different countries that you've never been to before. Just different experiences, different cultures. You get to meet so many different really really cool people, different languages. The food's great. I love the food. You get to see like different architectures of like every single city that you visit. London obviously has a bunch of like different architecture compared to like France or Netherlands. So it's just really really cool to travel. I love traveling. Traveling is like one of my biggest hobbies. So that's those are my thoughts on like going to Europe.
Good. And inside of Smashmore, what would you say is, I mean, if you had to keep the best of both worlds, what would you bring from America to Europe? What would you bring or bring back from Europe to America?
This is going to sound like really basic, but I would have to bring like Chipotle or like Chick-fil-A over to Europe. I don't think you guys have it. Yeah, you guys definitely need to try it. So that's what I would bring.
Fair enough. And from Europe, did you answer from Europe to America? Melee-wise or not? What would you bring from Europe to America? From Melee tournaments, is there something that you like? Or outside of Melee tournaments, is there something that you like and that you don't see in America?
I would have to say maybe like the structure of Melee tournaments in America is probably like better than the structure in Europe. Just because no shots fired, but like in America, we have like Red Bull Gods and Gatekeepers. We have like stages. We have like theaters. We have like Evo. We played at the Mandalay Bay Center. It's like a huge like TV, and we have like pretty much like a huge like stadium, and it's just like really really cool to be a part of that kind of stuff. And I wish that like Europe had that as well. I don't think that you guys do. Not yet, but in the future you guys will.
Thank you. I think we're offended enough by now, and we're going to move to the exhibition matches. Now, I have one last question for you. I had one last question for you, and I forgot. Oh, no, I do have it. See, I was going to ask you if you were hiring, but then you said no. So I'm going to ask another question that you're going to say no to. Can you please tell us who the next Smash player you're going to sponsor is?
I was practicing Pikachu today, so I think it's going to be me.
Good. We miss sponsored women. Thank you very much for following us. So we had Chudat from Team Liquid and Juna the Cat, manager for Team Liquid. And I'm Exile from France. Hi. And we are on Geeky Goon Squad, and we're going to move on to the exhibition matches, starting with Wizrope versus Yappy, I think. And of course, as always, don't forget to subscribe to GGS. The reason why you're watching all this is because GGS is able to continue their activity. So keep it up. And thank you very much for your attention. Bye.